guys, I'm back. I just want to say thank you so much for all the love that I got in my last video. We're almost at 5k views and we're almost at 1,000 followers, which is absolutely crazy to me. So today I thought I would give you guys an updated makeup tutorial. I think I do my makeup a little bit differently than everybody else does. I feel that it's very pixie-like. It looks like animated, and I wanted to show you guys how I did it. I'm also going to include my prep routine and my skincare, so you guys are getting the whole entire deal. Before starting my makeup, I like to have like a really good base for it all to sit on, and I want my skincare routine in the morning time to be full of like hydration and all of that. And lately I've been doing this thing where I dilute apple cider vinegar and water, and then I put it on my face as like a toner, and it literally got rid of all my acne, like zapped it all away. So I put it in this like old Hydrium watery toner container that I used up. It's from Cosrx, so it looks really cute. But I usually just take like a cotton ball and I dip it on like this, and then I just like wipe my face down. And it is hydrating at the same time because I put a ton of water on it. I'm crying, but it's the apple cider vinegar that always irritates my eye. But while my skin is still wet, I apply my hyaluronic acid. It's the La Roche one. It has B5. It literally adds 20 times the amount of hydration or more to your skin, and you have to do it on damp skin. But I love it, and it smells amazing. Like once I switched over to like all La Roche serums, my skin has never been better. I know my eyes look kind of white on camera, but they look a little watery, and nobody talks about how beautiful like pretty white eyes are. So I always like to start off with a good eye drop, and this is the LUMIFY one, and these are completely safe to use basically every day. And I think it just helps with like my makeup. It makes my makeup look 10 times better. So I put 3 drops in. I know it's like kind of running down my face, but I just wipe it off. And then you'll be good. So in the morning time and sometimes at night, I like to depuff my face with my NuFace device. My skin's a little sticky, so I can only kind of leave it in one place at a time. But this device, I swear, has completely transformed my entire face, because I have a very naturally puffy face. I don't know what it is. Maybe because of all the just dairy products I eat. But I love dairy even though I'm lactose intolerant. It's terrible. But yeah, so I like to hold it in one place, specifically my cheekbone, for about 10 seconds. And then you want to also do down here on your neck. And then I do my jawline. But this really helped just lift my face up and snatch the fuck out of my face every single time. This is a little extra, but I always like to do a lip prep before doing my makeup. So I put on my exfoliant glove, and then I use like a cleansing, just any type of water. But I'm going to use my cleansing water because it's the closest thing to me right now. And then I put it a little bit on my finger, and then I exfoliate my lip, so I can get all the dead skin off. And then my lip will be all rosy and pink, and they'll look bigger too when I put my lip liner on. And this just puffs up your lip. Look how freaking cute my skincare case is. I got it for Victoria's Secret. I keep everything in here. I just dropped it. But I have like all my supplements and then my skincare products. But the first thing I want to start off with is my Snail, Advanced Snail by Cosrx. Korean skincare. Absolutely transformed my skin. And it's the best base for your makeup because it's just so hydrated. So I'm just going to keep it on my lap, like my case, and then I'm gonna do like 3 pumps of this snail stuff, and then I'm gonna put it right on my face. I literally just love the texture of it, and I don't know, and I put it on my lip. It's so hydrating for your lip too. I have like 4 to 5 different Cosrx products just because I love it so much, and I love how gentle it is on my skin every single time. It's just, it gives. And let me look at my little case. I also, after I do my snail stuff, I put my vitamin C. You want to put vitamin C on your skin so then it fades all the dark spots. And it's so hard to like open. but I use the La Roche-Posay. I'm saying that wrong. I'm pronouncing it like it's pussy. But I use their vitamin C serum. It smells like literal oranges. I put a little bit on my hand, and then I'm just gonna put it all over my face. You want to have a really moisturized base with your makeup just so everything glides on really smoothly. And for my moisturizer, I use the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream, and then I mix it with bio oil. And you guys know how much I love bio oil, but I put a little bit on my hand like this, and then I take the bio oil and then I do like 3 drops. And this literally makes the perfect texture for your lotion, because I don't know about you guys, but I really like my lotion to glide onto my face. I hate like having to like excessively rub in my lotion, but the bio oil really helps with just the texture, and it's really good with getting rid of any dark spots on my face. So I put that everywhere. You want to get it on your forehead. I used to always forget my forehead, and then get it on your neck too. I don't want my boobie out, but just keep rubbing it in until your face is completely glowy. I look like Santa Claus right now, but I just put on my Black Girl sunscreen. You guys need to start wearing your sunscreen all the fucking time, and you have to put a lot on. Like, this is just for my lower half of my face. This is how much you should be putting on, and you need to be getting up into your eye like this and your eyelid. Like, you want to put your SPF everywhere where your skin is and where the sun may touch, because sometimes some people just like kind of put a little bit on and put it on their face, but that's not going to do shit for you. Okay, listen up. You need to put it all over your face. I love the Black Girl sunscreen just because it blends into your skin so well. You just have to keep rubbing it, and it will leave your face looking like a glazed donut, and I love that about it. Let me put a little bit more. I'll show you how much I use. I literally use this much, and I'm gonna put some on my forehead like this, and then some on my neck, and then my chest. Like, I look crazy. It looks like someone nutted all over me. But yeah, my skin looks so glowy and so radiant. I'm obsessed. I look like I was dipped in like a glaze. Like, I look like a chocolate glazed donut. I love it so much. But you have to let your skincare sit on your face for about 10 to 15 minutes before you do your makeup. And sometimes I have like a little fan right here, and this kind of speeds up the process. But I just fan out my skincare just so it dries faster. TJ Maxx has like some of the best hair headbands or makeup headbands that I've ever seen. They're so freaking cute. I have like a pink one that's a bow, and then I have a normal pink one that's the bunny ears, and then I have this one. I think they're so freaking cute. But let's get into this makeup. You already know I had to play The Weeknd while doing my makeup, but the primer that I use is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizing Hydrating Primer. It looks like this. It's kind of raggedy. Ignore. But I just like the texture of it. It's like a milky, really easy to put on your face texture. I used to use the e.l.f. Hydro Grip, but I just didn't like how tacky it was. I don't know. I like just very hydrating products. And this one keeps my makeup on, and it hides all my pores. I don't really have pores anymore because of my salicylic acid and my Paula's Choice, but like when I did have a lot of pores, it covered up all of them. It's super great. And then I have the other one too, if I can find it. But basically they have like a mattifying primer too, which is really good for night out. But this is good for like a daytime primer. Instead of buying a specific eyebrow gel tool, I just use lash glue. I believe it leaves my eyes, like my eyebrows, looking so laminated. People have literally asked me like, did you get your eyebrows laminated? And I'm like, no girl, it's literally just lash glue. And I get the clear one and the paint on one, and I let it sit for like 2 seconds, not 2 seconds, like 10 seconds. And it will make your eyebrows stay all day, even in the heat. But it looks like my eyebrow is purple right now, but it's gonna all blend in properly. Some people like to do this motion, like going against their eyebrow before they shape it, but I hate that. My eyebrows are way too curly for that crap. and I feel like it would just make a big fat mess. Do you notice how it's already getting like super laminated looking? I just like to shape them the way I want. It looks just like this. But I'm thinking about getting my eyebrows permed because I just cannot stand how curly they are, especially at the ends, and I want them permed and shaped. I don't want those ads playing right now. And then after I'm done, I like to just bring out the inner corner brows just so it looks like more natural. The reason why your guys's concealer keeps creasing is because you're not using an under eye cream before you do your makeup. I use a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Under Eye, or you could just use any under eye cream. Just get a decent one and put it on before, like 10 minutes before you put your concealer on, and trust me, your concealer will not crease. And I learned this from a makeup artist. I don't remember which one, but I watched so many YouTube videos about how to do makeup, and they told me to do this, so I started doing it, and I genuinely saw a difference. I want to go into my foundation. I actually got new ones. I used to use the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I still really like that one. I just found it to transfer a lot, and it was almost too oily. But I really like these skin tints by Fenty Beauty. I use shade 21 and 20 at the same time because I mix them. I can never find my exact shade, so I just started mixing all my products. It's so much easier, and I recommend everybody else do that too because, I don't know. And Fenty, I feel like, makes really good products for cool undertones. And for the longest time, I thought I was a super warm undertone, but then if you like compare my skin, like my body skin, you'll see what I'm talking about. Where like that really orangish under tint just did not look good on my face. But it's like the perfect amount of coverage, and it's great for like the everyday look. It doesn't feel like makeup on my face. Make sure you don't get too much product under your eye, just a little tiny bit. But I think it just does like wonders for my skin, and it just, I don't know, it hasn't caused me to break out or anything. And Fenty always comes through with the shade range. I do not like to have a super wet beauty blender. I'll wet it like 2 days in advance and then let it dry out, and then I use it. I feel like it makes your makeup stay longer. I don't know the science behind it, but it works. So I just blend out this skin tint everywhere. And you notice how it's not like a super full coverage. It's just like, I find it to be a light coverage. It still like leaves your skin looking super glowy, which I appreciate. And get it all over your nose and get your eyelids, girl, because I know you'd be forgetting, and then your eyelid be 5 shades darker than the rest of your face. So the skin tint is completely blended out, and then I'm gonna take some of my setting spray. I really like the Milk Hydro Grip. No, Hydro Boost. No, Hydro Grip Set Refresh Setting Spray as my like base setting spray, just so it can give me the really hydrated look, and then I tap it in with my beauty blender. For my next step, I'm gonna use my favorite concealers of all time. I really love the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer by NuFace. Do not play with her. I use shade Sand and shade Mocha, and let me show you how I use it. Basically, I start off with shade Mocha, right? And then I get as close to my nose as I can. I do this like reverse contouring trick. I do this, right? And then I go 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. So I start off, this is the more darker shade, and then I take the lighter shade, shade Sand, and then I'm gonna go right here in between them, basically. I don't know, I like this like just mixing lighter and darker shades. I think it gives more coverage, and it brightens it the perfect amount. It's not too bright. And then I put some shade Mocha by my nose. This is also really good for contouring your nose and making it look more snatched. Put some right here. I don't like to use a lot on the line part. I use just the tiniest bit, like right there. And I put some on my dark lip lines right there, and then I put some on my chin. I don't like putting concealer on my forehead. I feel like that looks really cakey and it's just really gross to me. So when I'm done with that, I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury spray and I spray down my face. While I'm letting my concealer sit, because you need your concealer to sit for like 5 minutes. Trust me, just do it. I like to contour my face out. And I use the Fenty contour stick in shade Espresso. It's literally the best thing ever. I originally had another one, but then I was at the gym and getting ready to go out. And I dropped it. And it shattered into pieces. I cried. I was so sick to my stomach about it. And then I contour my nose a little bit. I love to use this method with contouring where I do 2 lines. A line up there. And then I kind of make like a triangle shape right here. And then I do 2 little lines right here. And then maybe I'll do a little bit of line right there. And a line there. More of your Hydro Grip setting spray. And then you should be good. I'm going to get my fan and fan all this out. Benefit came out with this really cool brush which you could make bigger or smaller for contour blending. So I'm going to blend out all my face contour with this, and then for my nose contour I'm going to blend it out with this brush that I got from Walmart. Running out of time. Maybe I'll make this video a little bit longer, but I don't know. Ooh. Blending out your forehead contour can be so scary sometimes, because what if it turns out to be too dark? That's so scary, like you put too much on your face. But I just love contour. Contour is how you catfish people, guys. Like, get into it. My makeup was completely elevated when I learned to contour properly. Then I'm going to make this brush a little bit bigger, like this. I tapped in my concealer just a little bit. I'm going to take my contour brush and blend out my nose. And you want to be really good with blending out your nose, because you don't want that muddy look at all. The longer you spend contouring it, not contouring it, blending it, the better it will turn out. Just take your time with your nose. Notice how it's already looking so snatched. Alright, so I basically blended out all my contour, and now it's time to completely blend out this concealer. I'm going to use my beauty blender again and just tap it in. Once again, you don't want to get too close to right under your eye. I heard that is what makes it crease the most. You don't want to have a ton of product like right under your eye. So just tap, 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 tap. And then when you get to the nose part, blend it out like this. Like, corner it like that. Like, keep making that shape, or the reverse contour shape. Blend, blend, blend. Keep blending. It looks a little crazy, but once you have it all blended out, you can add a little bit on your forehead. Just keep blending. It looks a little crazy, like I look super pale, but that is what blush and bronzer is supposed to fix. So I like to use the Juvia's Place Volume 5 blush. I like to specifically use this one, and I get really close to my cheeks. And yes, I'm putting blush before setting powder. Just watch how the magic works. Oh. So sorry about that. I literally got this brush all up in my eye. But if you want like a really cute button nose, add some blush under your nose. Trust me, that is my go-to look. I'm going to use some of the deeper red one, add a little bit lower under my nose. It makes you look like you're cold, but at the same time, not too much. So we just put a lot of blush on. We're going to go back with our beauty blender. We're going to tap that into our under eye, so we get that pink concealer look. And this way, it's kind of setting my concealer at the same time. But yeah. Now we can go in with our setting powder. I like to use the La Mercier setting powder in shade medium dark. For all my dark skinned girls, get into a brown setting powder. Just trust. I don't need to say too much because brown setting powder is the it girl. I'm going to get a brush like this, and then I'm going to take it. I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Just gently tap it under my eye. when you use a lot of setting powder under your eye, that's when it can crease. And this is kind of how you're supposed to use setting powder. You're supposed to gently tap it on. I don't bake. And I take another brush like this. And I gently tap it off. Notice how clear and smooth my under eye is. Like, oh, don't play with me. I really like to go in with my Toasted Hoola Benefit bronzer. Sometimes I use the, what do you call it? The Juvia's Place one. I still really like this one. This one's my favorite one. But I put some on my nose and then a little bit on my cheeks, but I just don't like to do too much. I just basically go back to like the two lines right here and then right under. And then I blend it out with my finger. And that's all you basically need. And then I'm going to go in with my bronzer brush and just tap it into my face. This, and then I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender and really make sure that bronzer is tapped in properly. I realize my forehead looks a little crazy, like it's not blended in properly, so I have to like go back and tap the fuck out of my forehead. I swear I hate putting makeup on my forehead because it ends up just looking so raggedy. And then I need some more bronzer because bronzer really helps it look more natural. And I put it in my hairline. For my lashes, I use a black lash glue. I really like the Adele lash strip adhesive. And you kind of just paint it on. And I apply it like it is eyeliner. And I feel like this leaves your eye looking way better. It's less messy. Like some people think that black liner, like black lash glue is super messy, but I find it to be neater because you just let it sit on your eye and you just have to have like a really good hand. Just make sure I put it against my face and it looks a little uneven, but it doesn't matter because your lashes are gonna cover it. But trust me, when you're wearing really dark lashes and you have like naturally darker eyelids, black lash glue will be your best friend every single time. And then we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. While we let that sit, I'm gonna put some of my highlighter on. I really love this Born This Way, not Born This Way, it's Born to Glow highlighter by NYX. I really like this rose gold one. Like, look how freaking pretty that is. Sometimes I use a liquid highlighter, but that tends to make me break out. So I'm gonna just stick with my powdered highlighters. But do you see how pretty that is? And it doesn't look ashy in real life. That's what I like. Like, look at this. I'm gonna go up close so you guys can really see. And especially against your like pink Juvia's Place blush, it looks amazing. And then I like to get it kind of close to my under eye. It just, it snatches the crap out of, like, please don't play with me. I'm gonna put some on my forehead right there, some here. And then that is just for my cheeks. I use a completely different highlighter for my nose and everything. All right, so for my nose, I use this Laura Mercier Cosmic Rose. It's like a setting powder highlighter. And the reason why I only use this on my nose is because I get a lot of oil on my nose because I have combination skin. So when I use like a setting powder highlighter, it kind of controls the oil on my nose way better. But where's my little mirror? Oh, I don't have a little mirror, so I'll just do it like this. And I don't like a crazy highlighter on my nose. Sometimes that can look really cakey to me. So I'm gonna put some right here like that and blend it out. And it doesn't look, once again, ashy. Like, it doesn't look like you have a line of highlighter on your face when you wear this out in public. And I use just a little brush like this. And like, look, it literally looks so glowy. A walk from my little nightstand to get my lashes because I literally reused my lashes. So these are the, what are they called? The Royal Silk Lashes by Kiss. And they're already cleaned off, but I'm gonna take them. I already cut them too. They're all set. But I don't really care if I'm dirty for reusing lashes, guys. It is what it is. I'm just a girl. But like, look how pretty they are. And when I put my lashes on, I don't like to get it too close to my inner corner. I think that looks a little raggedy. Raggedy, in my opinion. Like, it looks like you have lash extensions on. Like, come on, stop playing with me. Like, this is so cute, and I like it to be like a little bit past my eye because I have a trick that I do with my eyeliner and lashes to make my eyes look wider and bigger. I'll show you in a second. I stopped wearing normal eyeliner and just started wearing black eyeshadow just because it's more pigmented. But take a brush like this, it's a little eyebrow brush. What you want to do is see where your lash ends, right? And you want to create a line right under it, like that. See where that lash ends? Create a line right under it, just like that. So it's kind of widening it, widening it. And then you want to take the end of that lash, draw a line. Once again, take the end of that lash, draw a line, get more eyeshadow, and then bring out that dark out here, like this. So we're creating a thicker, a thicker wing, but it's not really a wing. Like that. And then you're gonna just fill it in like that. And then you're gonna take some at the top of your lid and follow it along like this. Follow along your lash strip like that. Same thing on the other side. I messed up. But this isn't supposed to be like the most like snatched, most perfect makeup look. I like to wear it like this just because it widens my eye out. Right, now that we're done with that part, we're going to take some white eyeliner, like white like waterline liner, and you're going to only put it right here. You're not going to bring it all the way out here. You're going to put it just right there. Like this. I could really get in that corner right there. Just like that. And then you're gonna take some mascara and then you're gonna do your bottom lashes. I really like to use this Essence Extreme Lash thing because it has this really great brush that is great for your bottom lashes because it's small. And I only like to use this one. And what you want is to kind of clump them because I just want 3 lashes to be noticeable because we want that animated look. That is the look we're going for. We want that animated, like pixie, big eyes look. We're always going for that. For my lip combo, I only use the NYX lip liner in shade Cold Brew. And then I line my lips like this. It's really easy, super quick. Then I go in with any type of like pinkish lip liner or eyeshadow. Not lip liner, lipstick or eyeshadow. And then I put some right there. So cute. And then I go in with my favorite lip injection by Too Faced, and it's in the shade Bubblegum Yum. And then when you put your lip injection stuff at the top of your lip right here, like where your lip liner is, it will make you look like you had lip filler. Like it'll give that folded pink look. And now we are all done. This is my go-to makeup look. It's updated, new products, and I love it. Thank you so much for watching my video though, and make sure you like and comment any suggestions that you have for me. Bye guys.